It's a couple different ways you make it out this life. Know your steps just in case they come cut out the lights. Got no respect for no reading out my rights. Fame expensive, maybe we can speak about the price. When they talk about my name, know I define greatness. We couldn't rush a day, it took divine patience. Ain't nothing been the same, that's just my observation. These memories never fade, no I cannot erase them. I done watched loyalty disintegrate, blowing in the wind, windows down on the interstate. I was confused, I always thought when the money came, that meant sunny days and all your problems just went away. Ain't nothing slow me down like when I had a Sprite. Sometimes it was, then it was like we was at the light. Baby, that precise, you not familiar with begging God to just bring 'em back. My energy protected, I've been burning sage. Follow how you feel it, you won't be led astray. I said it and I meant it. Don't know no other way. They ask me how I'm doing, I tell them I'm doing great. Cause if I really wasn't, could you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? When your talent speak for itself, never pretend to be great. I moved on from that Nike box, I tried to fill up a safe. Get real, it turn you numb, feel like your feelings erase. You ain't never got the chills till you shake. Homie, the streets cold, no contributions to nothing I was pursuing. I understand it's hard to call it a movement if it ain't moving. Keep your energy the same from all them days when I felt ruined. Had everything to gain, but you complain while we regrouping. We sat around the table, broke bread like the cider. Judas, I could feel you touch a snake and it might bite you. Can I call and ask you for the things you asking me? Probably wouldn't let me use your bathroom if I had to. You probably wouldn't throw no water on me. Now you trying to swim, you see my jeweler threw some water on me. If I was you and you was me, you would've left me out. Got it on my own, I would never ask you to help me out. My energy protected, I've been burning sage. Follow how you feel it, you won't be led astray. I said it and I meant it, don't know no other way. They ask me how I'm doing, I tell them I'm doing great. Cause if I really wasn't, could you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help me? If I really wasn't, would you help?
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. For the Bucks, they continue their stretch of home games. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season. The previous season series split right down the middle. These teams were quite evenly matched.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. Two elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here's Banchero. Clock at 4. Wide open. And he hits the jump shot.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Lopez right side. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Jackson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here are the Magic now. Here's Caldwell Pope. Misses the layup. Lillard looking around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Lillard. Averaging around 27.5 points a game. One of the best in the league. Shot clock at 3. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like. I mean, 30 feet away, 35 feet away, he shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Here's Wagner after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Banchero. Missed inside.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
They get it again.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Here's Wagner. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Wagner's got 5 points so far.
Wagner knows how to handle his business inside, mainly due to how much confidence he brings to the court.
Pass to Lopez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Brook Lopez hits them both. Brook Lopez worth every penny as he secured a nice raise last season.
Yeah, you know, he's a combination of a three-point shooting big who's also an elite rim protector. That's a heck of a combination and a valuable one in today's game.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now Wagner. He has 5. Caldwell Pope for 3. Damian Lillard pulls it in. Trent with the wide open look. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
And it's Suggs missing. Suggs with the steal. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Fires from the line. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Extremely accurate from the mid-range. Caldwell Pope knows he has the touch to score from there.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Here's Banchero. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing. running smart plays and just setting guys up for success.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
From deep, Trent cans it from downtown. Trent got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Bucks.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Pass to Banchero. He gets that one. And it's 7 points for Paolo Banchero.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Yep, that one goes. The Magic trail by 4. .158 left to play here in the first. Banchero got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
To the paint, 13 feet away. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. But I'll tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say Giannis. I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Now, here's Rose. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Giannis. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Outside Anthony. They set the pick. Wagner outside. Pass to Black. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up the baseline. Goes back up. And Wagner lays it in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Back to Giannis. It's hauled in by the Magic. Fires the 3. And it's Wagner missing. And it's Rose with the ball for the Bucks. It's trailed by 1. And finished off by Porter.
A natural scorer, Porter Jr. is superb at being able to play through contact and still finish the shot.
And the Magic making a change here.
At the line for 1.
Banchero left side. No good that time.
Well, at least he had the presence of mind to change his shot when the defense got on him. You got to improvise sometimes.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Bucks leading by 4. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Back to Jackson. It's stolen by Banchero. Pass to Anthony. Wagner on the wing. trying to find Bamba. He gets it to him. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Giannis clean up the fast break.
Super quick in transition. The Greek freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Outside Anthony. Bamba with the block.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game. And that's helped them stake this lead.
And Jackson gets it to go.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Banchero. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Mark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Magic have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
Here's Black. Still yet to score. Anthony down low. And finished off by Banchero.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
Now here's Porter, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Lopez. Stolen by Carter. This one for 3. A nice shot by Black. And it's now only a 1-point Bucks lead. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
Pass to Black. Back to Anthony. Carter with the screen. Down low. And the rejection by Jackson. A nice shot by Carter.
Rustling feathers inside. Carter Jr. getting to the bucket one way or another, not to be denied.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And it's Carter missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Lopez. Back to Lillard. Tries the spin move. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And he ends up missing both free throws. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Wagner always a threat from downtown, and I love the efficiency and solid mechanics of his shooting stroke.
Back to Lillard. Inside. Pass to Trent. Lillard outside. And the three off target. Suggs with the ball. Scoreless thus far. Wagner outside. Front past the arc. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. The Magic making a switch here. Here's Lillard. 1:51 left in the first half of the game. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. And here is Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. And then Carter with the dunk.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it coin above the rim and make it look easy.
51 seconds left here in the second. Kuzma outside. Lopez a screen. Over to the wing. Fires it up. Carter pulls it in.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Bucks making a change here. Now, Suggs, averaging 23 points a game and is one of the more consistent producers on any given night.
You know, this quarter, they've done a really good job of attacking inside and controlling the pace.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
76% from the line a season ago.
And the Magic with possession. They're on a 20-6 run. Goes up from the top of the key. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
And so it's Orlando heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And Milwaukee has possession. 7-point differential. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Outside Portis. Jump shot is good that time.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
Suggs looking around. Harden. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Carter's got the lead up to 7 now for Orlando. Pass to Lopez. Lillard outside. Over Suggs. Portis can't get it to go. Magic leading by 7. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
And Banchero, here we go. And finished off by Banchero.
And that drive gives Banchero all the momentum he needs. And boy, he turns it into an explosive finish.
And it's Lillard missing. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Here's Suggs. He has 7. And it's blocked.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Out to Carter. Here's Wagner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And so he makes both from the line. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Back to Banchero. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Bucks trailed by 11. Out left to the wing. And a wide open look for Portis. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Back to Carter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
Carter Jr. has a big body inside and uses his physical advantage as well to draw fouls.
Carter hits them both. And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues, Clark, to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
Here's Lillard.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. And that one misses. And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Wagner. And the shot is good. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
Just punishing the defense from the interior. Wagner doesn't mind scoring against physical defense.
Here's Black. Rebounded by the Bucks. Outside Rose. To the inside. And the dunk by Bamba.
Bamba showing you a sense for when to cut. Really well done. He's got agility and excellent size in the pick and roll.
Van Carroll looking around.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Rose double team. Giannis up top. Antetokounmpo beats the defense.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 7. Kicks it out to Van Carroll. 5 on the clock. That 3 off the mark.
He's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Rose. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there, and that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
And he makes the first. He's off on the second.
You know what? We've recently been able to watch a different Rose here. I mean, a better, more efficient, more confident player. Man, I love seeing that.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Rose. Bamba sets a screen from the high post. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Coaching staff has to be pleased seeing this from Rose. Proving he can break down a defense in these sets. Nice.
Here's Black, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Bitadze. 6 to shoot. Wagner from long range. Unable to get that one. Good D by Giannis. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Magic leading by 4. Here's Suggs. Bamba with the block.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Black. He's covered by Rose. They set the pick. Here's Bitadze. No one near him. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Bitadze's got his first basket of the night. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 6. Kuzma, right side. In the corner, Bamba with it. On the wing, Porter. Antetokounmpo. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Anthony with it. There's a good screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
So Anthony nails both of them. Here is Lillard. That will count. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Magic lead by 6. And we'll get going. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Orlando leading by 6. Banchero outside. Pass to Anthony. To the middle. Kicks it out to Banchero. Just 4 to shoot. There's the pick. Wagner outside. Back to Banchero. And here is Anthony. Defended by Trent. The shot by Lillard. Wide open. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Folks, his name is Damian Lillard. And he's one of the best pull-up shooters in the league.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Trent outside. Back to Lillard. And they pick up 2. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Off the pick and roll, you know that Dame is looking for his shot.
Pass to Bitadze. Now Banchero. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Jackson. To the left wing. Lillard from outside. Clock at 6. Again the miss by Lillard. Orlando leading. It's deflected. It's Black in the corner. The wide open look here for Anthony. Drills it from outside.
Prepared to let it fly. Anthony was just waiting for the rock.
Trent, right side. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Both teams will make substitutions. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situations. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Outside Anthony. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Giannis. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Lillard. To tie it up. Here's Lopez. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
Banchero with the screen. Suggs with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Puts up a deep 3. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. The lead is 2. And they're on the break. Trent outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
When you look at the length of Antetokounmpo, it really makes it hard for defenders. As a matter of fact, most of the time, they have no chance to deal with it.
And that one misses. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Good on the second free throw.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
The three, good on the three-point shot. Banchero's got 23 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
And he sinks the second. Magic leading by 3. Now, here's Suggs. Wagner outside. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Attacking right away. Once Wagner has the ball, he doesn't even think about it. Take it and go.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Bamba sends a screen. Out to Kuzma. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist.
Kyle Kuzma, a man you can trust in the clutch. Big spots, big shots.
Pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
No shame or fear in this young fella. And Carroll will take on any big shot. Love seeing that from him.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. Carter pulls it in.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Here's Wagner. Pass to Carter. 4 on the shot clock. Suggs with the ball. Bamba picks him up. Bamba with the block. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Bucks trail by 5. Out to Kuzma. Traps in the tray.
Kyle Kuzma showing you the killer instinct, which oftentimes is really special, showing you how valuable he is.
Suggs with the ball. Over in the corner, Banchero. Back to Suggs. And here's Wagner. And stolen by Kuzma. And it's Trent in the corner. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
What a swat by Giannis. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
It's not over.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Banchero. Banchero draws the double. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Off target from downtown. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page.
Substitution on the court.
3 from the inbound. Right between the eyes.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
Well, you need the 3 here, a quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot, one fluid motion, a very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
Stolen by Kuzma. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.